Girl, you make your breaks, even if you run into mistakes. Girl, you gotta find another way. Every single day, just say you. 'Cause you have what it takes, even if they go and raise the stakes. Girl, you gotta find another way. Every single day, just say you. I hear you losing sleep. I hear you couldn't keep all it in. What is in it? Hey, I feel it too. All the things that we could do. Come on and write it down. We gotta paint this down. Paint it red. Fuck the bed. We'll sleep when we're dead. Get that noise out of your head. 'Cause while you make your breaks, even if you run into mistakes, girl, you gotta find another way. Every single day, just say you. 'Cause you have what it takes, even if they go and raise the stakes. Girl, you gotta find another way. Every single day, just say you. We're gonna burn it down. We're gonna take this down. That's what we said. What they gotta get it now. We're gonna burn it down. We're gonna take this down. That's what we said. What they. 'Cause girl, you make your breaks, even if you run into mistakes. Girl, you gotta find another way. Every single day, just be you. 'Cause you have what it takes, even if they go and raise the stakes. Girl, you gotta find another way. Every single day, just be you. 'Cause girl, you make your break, even if you run into mistakes. Girl, you gotta find another way. Every single day, just be you. 'Cause you have what it takes, even if they go and raise the stakes. Girl, you gotta find another way. Every single day, just be you.
Beaming from Pacific Junction Hotel to Earth.
Yo, welcome to my Summer Lair. I'm your host, Sammy Younan. It's been way too long since I've had you guys, since we sat down and talked.
We missed you.
Yeah, I've missed you guys too. This is Featurette. Since one of you just had a birthday, and your latest single is going to be You Do You, if you had a choice and money was no object and you could do any type of birthday that you want, you each should introduce yourself and how would you do you for your birthday? How would you celebrate it, over the top and have a
my
good
God.
time?
Oh, so I'm John Fedorsson from Featured. I play drums and keyboard for my birthday. So my birthday was the most recent one.
Happy
And
birthday.
Thank you. And on my birthday, it turned out that Neil Peart died on it, right? It's kind of sad.
Yeah, kind of
Sad
overshadows.
birthday.
Yeah.
Moby's birthday, September 11.
Oh.
Yeah, so he was in New York City at the time and he was planning a party. So,
Whoa.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
that's kind of ruined now.
You got to skip a year or two.
Yes.
That one.
I know, I'm just moving to the 12th or something now.
Oh,
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
so what would you do?
what I do? So over the top. Okay, it's pretty easy to do. Over the top, I think it would be skydiving. So you
Yeah.
skydive down and you land the skydive on the top of the Panorama restaurant here
Yeah.
in Toronto. So
Cool,
you'd be
cool,
there
cool.
and you'd like James Bond style,
Yeah.
and you'd be greeted by everybody you knew, and they'd all be dressed up.
Wow.
Super fun. Because I have a winter birthday. Nothing's worse than a winter birthday.
Mhm.
No one wants to come out.
Yeah.
But you'd have to really wow people. And I think there should be a tiger involved too. Like a tiger in a glass cage would be good. Just
Ooh.
there in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh
and
my
then
gosh.
open
Mine is
bar
so
all
different
night.
than this.
Yes.
We'd have like I think we'd have some. Who would we get DJ for it? Yeah, you get Petit Biscuit to come in
Oh,
from
yeah.
France to like play
That'd
a
be
set.
tight. That'd be so tight.
All
It'd
right.
be simple. How hard would that be? Really?
No, that's pretty good. Yeah. I like the tiger part, actually. Yeah.
Well,
Can you
need a
pet the tiger at all, or is it just
You-
kind of show?
No, you can't touch the tiger.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah,
That
you
makes
don't
sense.
want to touch
That
the tiger.
makes sense. That's
I mean,
cool.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, I got one.
And
So my birthday's not now. My birthday's in the summer. So in the summer for
Mhm.
my birthday, that is a you do you birthday. I'm a very outdoorsy kind of a person. So I would have my top closest, 20 friends kidnapped to a remote island that they don't know where it is and
Yes.
fly them out in this plane, like little what are those called? Those water biplane doodles.
Yeah.
I would fly them out, like totally kidnapped, like they're blindfold and all, like the
Would
whole
you put the
thing.
little black bag over the
Yeah,
head
yeah,
too?
yeah, like potato sacks on the head, and like drop them on this island, and like all we have to survive are like the things on the island, and like that's my birthday. It's like survival birthday.
But the hoods would be like nice plush velvet.
No,
Like,
no,
they'd be
no,
like,
no. I want them to feel
the
fear.
starchy one?
Or
I
is
want
it
them
burlap?
to feel fear, and then we get there, and there's like a couple streamers, and they're like, "Yay, this is the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me." And I'd
Wait.
be like, "Let's survive."
Is everybody coming
tiger
back
can
from
come
your?
too.
Is like are
This is
people?
like a weekend-long birthday.
Is this gonna like be Lord of the Flies kind of thing, where like some people are not coming back?
Are they
or?
going to survive? Well, I don't know. Let's make this happen.
Okay.
there's
start
no
a
water allowed on the
GoFundMe.
island. It's
Yeah.
just only alcohol. Like just.
And the tiger can come too. Just
Oh no, horrible.
because.
Yeah, there's a few people are not coming back from your birthday.
Yeah.
Danger birthday.
Yes, and you are, by the way, introduce yourself.
I'm Lexi. Lexi J from Featurette. Yeah.
All right. As I said, the new single is "You Do You," and it's off the latest album, Dream Riot. And I wrote a haiku.
Yes.
So
This is
You
what
wrote
you
a
do.
haiku before.
Wait,
yes,
This
Can
is
I
great.
film this while we're taping this?
Yeah, we're
Sure.
gonna film.
Okay, so you can go to our Insta to see this later on. Okay,
It's a lot
here
of
we go.
pressure, man.
this is a lot
You
of
gotta
pressure.
A
perform.
lot
Don't
of pressure. Don't
screw it
fuck
up.
Yeah, I know. Or you feed me to the tiger. So this is my haiku for Featurette's new album, Dream Riot.
Yes.
Electro Dream Riot. Make this life pop. You do you. Beware. White Rabbit.
Whoa. Oh. We should have White Rabbit at the birthday party, not the tiger.
Oh,
That's
rabbits
a
are
better
the
answer.
scariest
The White Rabbit
maybe.
should just kind of disappear like once. Like if you see it, you see it. You know what I mean? And then it's just gone like Batman.
Yeah,
Like
that's a good
Batman.
idea.
Yeah.
It makes an appearance like there's got to be a
It's in-
grand
it's in You Do
staircase
You.
that he comes down.
Oh, it does? So
Yeah,
it's-
it makes 2 appearances in You Do You.
Okay. And is it going to start showing up in other videos too? Or like
hope
be
so.
a thing?
I mean,
Took a long time to make it. We're going to use it as much as we can.
the
Mhm.
cat head shows up at our shows.
Yeah.
So if you haven't been to our shows and you saw A Million Things video, you too could wear the cat head.
Wow.
Yeah.
These
Sometimes it dances with us on stage, and
That's
it's
true.
not even John or I, it's somebody else.
Whoa.
So
Does that bother you, John, when somebody else is the cat head?
Doesn't bother me at all. Well, actually, I wasn't really wearing the cat head very much in that.
Mhm.
In
there were
Million
several
Things.
people in Million
Yeah.
Things who wore the
Okay.
cat head.
There is like quite a nice dance scene that was
Mhm.
definitely not me.
Okay.
the
So-
nails on that cat are way too nice to be
Yeah.
John.
I was thinking about that.
Dance
But
if she could really dance, I cannot. I
It wasn't
cannot
me
dance.
either, though. It was somebody else.
That's like
Okay.
my worst. I literally became a musician, I think, so I wouldn't have to dance in social situations. I'd be on stage behind a drum set. That's
Mhm.
how bad I am.
I wasn't as lucky. I still have to dance.
Yeah, you do have to dance. But before we move on from the birthdays, though, John, I did get you a little gift.
Did you really?
It's
Oh my
a-
gosh.
It's a strawberry shortcake donut.
Oh,
Oh my
dude, thank you
gosh.
very
yeah,
much.
it's got sprinkles and everything on it. Look at that
Whoa.
thing.
That's so sweet.
It's amazing.
There you go.
I'm gonna need some insulin when I'm done with this thing.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Wow, look at that. Can I take a picture of that?
Yeah, but like after.
So I'm looking at a donut from Tim Hortons. It's in a Tim Hortons. Looks like a hamburger.
Yeah, it does. That's
Container.
like
I
the
thought
old-
it was going to be a Big Mac. I was like,
Yeah,
what's
I know.
happening?
And
here?
it's the old
inside
Big
is
Mac
a,
cases.
is
Yeah.
an immaculate pink multi-sprinkle donut. With
Yeah.
We'll
cream
get
in
a
the middle.
shot of you eating this later
I'll
on.
eat
It's
it
your
later,
birthday.
yeah.
You got to
Thank
celebrate
you.
with like
Gotta-
sprinkles.
gotta
and
Thank
get
you,
that,
man.
Get that birthday.
And I figured a donut was a lot easier than a tiger to like bring in here. So,
It's a much smaller cage for the
Right.
donut, actually.
so yeah, I hope that compromise
Well,
was okay.
I have a story with the tiger if you have if we have time.
Yeah.
So
I
I-
always have time for tiger
Tiger
stories.
So I did have a summer job playing in the band of the circus, and we traveled all around Ontario and I think actually Manitoba. Went way far away, and they had tigers and elephants, and those tigers, man, were like the scariest things.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible. Like they said, don't go near them
Oh boy.
because they'll spray you.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they'll spray you up to like 10, 15 feet away.
Wow.
I'm like, well, that's more reason for me not to go around them.
Mm-hmm.
There was an incident
Oh, no.
where somebody one night
Oh, God.
Oh no.
maybe had a few drinks,
Oh, God.
This is not gonna end well.
wanted to pet the tiger, and the tiger gave this person a loving nip.
Ooh.
You know, like a little catnip
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
that bit the end of his finger off
Wow.
or her finger off. Yeah, I was like, oh well, there's even more reason. not
Yeah.
to.
Okay. So beware the tigers.
Don't screw around with
Take
tigers,
tigers
man.
seriously,
I'm
people.
super afraid of them. Like I had nightmares of them getting out. Like
Yeah.
they're not happy. They
Yeah.
were not happy to be.
Thank you for that bulletin,
Yeah.
John. Safety
on the road.
bulletin. Safety
Don't do
bulletin
it.
by
Yeah.
John Fedorsen.
If you ever thought about getting a tiger for pet, don't do it. Terrible idea.
Well, this is good. Now you're
Yeah.
helping the kids and inspiration. The more you know, and knowing's half the battle, right?
Oh my gosh. Horrible.
You mentioned in that story traveling. You guys also traveled to Egypt.
Yeah, we
Mhm.
had a crazy year last
Yeah.
year.
So I'm Egyptian, so I've been to Egypt many times.
Yeah.
How did you find it? You saw the pyramids?
We loved it. So we barely went to Cairo, which everybody's like, so did you go to Cairo? We're like, kind of actually, no. We went to Giza. We were staying in Giza, and we went over to Cairo to see Cairo. But Giza is like amazing. We were staying at this bed and breakfast Airbnb that was like right overlooking the pyramids, which was unbelievable. And the day we got off the plane, we haven't slept. It's like a long plane ride.
Yeah.
Haven't
It's pretty
slept.
far out there.
Right. And we get to our Airbnb at 6 a.m. and we we get to the airport at 6 a.m. By 8 a.m, we're at the Airbnb unpacked, and we get onto a camel and go into the desert, basically. It was like, and
That
like
was a really great
continued with the rest of our day. It was like the most awake asleep I'd ever been
Yes.
in my life. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
except like falafel, right? When you buy
Mhm.
falafel, it's
Yeah.
5 Egyptian pounds, which is 35 cents.
Yeah, it's nothing. Like
But
you could live
the
like
first-
kings
not like
there.
a falafel.
But the first falafel.
and not a falafel,
Yeah,
like a
like-
whole sandwich.
yeah.
Oh yeah, falafel, like a falafel.
Like a proper falafel.
But my first day, you get in these two, Airbnb highly recommend because you've got like local guys like hustling for all your
Correct.
money, right? But they'll have like their family member will show up and drive you around, whatever it is. The first day we spent, they drop you off at these places they probably have side hustles with. I had my most expensive meals in Egypt in the first day, and then after that, we're not doing this anymore. You're gonna take us to the real places, and then it was great after that. But I mean, it's a pretty. I think we went there.
We
it
should
was
hook you up.
It blows you away so much just to see. Just driving in Cairo was insane,
Yeah.
but just to see it, it's so different, and it's so fascinating in every respect. You have to go see, and the pyramids are bananas. Like, and
We'll
even
link-
more Karnak.
We'll
temple.
link the Airbnb that
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
stayed
okay.
at for like anybody who wants to go. Because
He
this
was
guy was
great.
incredible. He showed us around everywhere. But you're driving in like the most insane traffic. You like
nuts.
inches, like less, like an inch away
Oh,
from
yeah.
the car next to you, and then like suddenly there's a camel going in the opposite direction on the same highway you're on.
Yeah.
Just like, oh my God. Our favorite place that we went to Alexandria, Cairo, Giza, and Luxor.
Alexandria is amazing.
Alexandria is amazing. Luxor was my favorite. We
Yeah.
stayed West Bank, Luxor. Went to see like Hatshepsut.
Yeah.
I'm probably saying
I
that
fell
wrong.
off of I jumped off of it's like a tourist train that carts you up. You have them in High Park.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little tractor that brings everyone
a
up.
trolley.
The trolley thing
Yeah.
that brings up. So we're coming back down, and we're with our producer Mark and his wife, and Mark's hat blew off. We're leaving.
And we're like, oh no, your hat.
and
Somebody
like she's
should
like,
go
I'm
get
gonna
it.
jump. I'm like, no, guys, like, I'll jump. So I jumped.
Off of this trolley. It's going like, it feels like it's going slow. Like all of us thought we could jump off. We were all like, okay, we'll be fine. So John jumps, and we all encourage him to because we think he'll be fine.
And I'm like, I'll just tuck and roll if I grossly
He ate it.
underestimated
Ate the ground.
underestimated, like misjudged, you name it.
Yeah.
I wiped out.
He
And
has
I
a
hit-
scar.
I was like, oh gosh, like I'm tumbling, and everyone's like, someone's jumped off the train. I'm like, they keep going, they don't
And we're
stop.
like, it
right?
was
Yeah.
intentional. Like,
So I
oh,
run
you'll
back
be
up.
fine.
There's like the palace, and it's a beautiful day, and then I can feel like the blood.
Nausea.
The blood dripping down my arm,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
whole hand, my whole elbows. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the worst. It's like day 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for 9 days. What could go wrong, right? So anyway, yeah, it was bananas.
He almost
yeah.
like passed out. Fortunately, there was a medic there, which was great. And fortunately, we didn't have to pay for anything to fix him, which
There
was
you go.
really, really great. But
Mhm.
yeah, that was the most dramatic part of the trip, I would
Yeah.
say, for sure.
And you go back where your family's living.
I have most family is in Cairo, but then I will kind of go all over the place.
So where in Cairo are they?
Heliopolis, neighborhood called Heliopolis.
Cool.
So
I
yeah,
don't think we got there.
No, but we drove by it, though.
yeah.
It's a
Fred
cool.
had
It's such an
mentioned it.
interesting place.
My aunt, she lives right actually next door to, because you'll see little touches like Americana kind of like
Yeah,
sprinkled
yeah.
in where they're trying to be like cool or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a weird mishmash of like some of the European stuff in there
Mhm.
and then some of the Americana.
Well, there's this giant Coca-Cola sign when you're first driving in.
Yeah.
Like shiny, reflective Coca-Cola banner thing. I was
Right.
like, wow, like crazy.
My aunt lives right next to a rock and roll McDonald's. So you go in there, there's like Elvis and Chuck Berry,
Like
and
a Hard
all-
Rock Cafe
Yeah,
McDonald's.
basically, yeah.
That's
So
amazing.
it's one of the ones where like Elvis has the clock of the legs move or whatever,
my
like they go
God.
back and forth.
we didn't
and
see that.
No, we
yeah.
didn't see it.
Next
So-
time.
Well,
Gotta
the
go back.
old. I mean, we used to be in the turn of the last century, it was like going to be the next, European model city of, of the Mediterranean. And then it's just so many people that live there. I mean, you've never seen density. Like,
Yeah.
you go to Cairo, like there's 30 million people in like
Right here.
a very small,
Right
Yes.
here.
Yes.
like, right? Like we were driving and I actually like put my hand in front of my face, like bracing for
scary.
impact
Yeah.
as like buses go. It's just pretty remarkable.
Yeah.
place.
It is an adventure too, like you said, when you're like a passenger in a car, because if you have a driver who's skilled, like Lexi was saying, like you're going through every single.
You're getting through it.
Oh,
yeah, like I'm
Well, we
like,
saw-
there's no space. It's all Mission Impossible, like car chase kind of
Yeah.
things. Like,
Dude, there's
Again.
people hanging on
Dun,
the edges
dun,
of
dun,
other
dun,
cars.
dun,
Yeah.
Like
dun,
out in the
dun.
open. Like,
Yes.
oh, how safe could this possibly be, right?
There's
Yeah.
like women in the back of a pickup with
Mhm.
like a scarf over all of them to like get the wind away from them.
Yeah.
Going like 180 clicks an hour. We were like, you gonna die.
Like 6 in the morning, yeah.
Oh my
it's
God.
funny like how soft you feel, like because living in
So
like North
soft.
America, like we have like guardrails for everything
Oh,
and like
yeah.
safety
Like
regulations.
when I feel like I'm close to a car, I'm a car length away from
Yeah.
that car.
people stop at red lights.
Yeah.
We
Well,
have
there
this
are
whole.
there are red lights. They don't have any traffic lights.
No,
there.
they're just suggestions, right? And then once you leave North America and you start going other places, there's big ditches and there's no guardrail. I'm like,
Oh.
people could fall in at night. I'm like, it's fine.
And they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, highly recommend though. I was afraid to go a little bit in like the uncertainty of it, and like obviously there's been,
Mhm.
the Brotherhood thing. Is that what it was called? Remember this thing that
Muslim Brotherhood.
we went to the Egyptian Museum and half the things are replicas because they're afraid of people.
Yeah, they're afraid of
ruining them, but
taking it.
There's a lot of like interesting social stuff happening that
Mhm.
like I'm like much, but when you're there, like Egyptians are so funny.
They're so
Yeah.
funny
But
and they're
they
so
give you-
friendly.
They give you such shit,
Mm-hmm.
but like it's done like
Yeah.
with a
Like
bit
right,
of
right to the brink. So you're like,
Yeah.
wait, okay, you've said something terribly menacing. You're staring me right in the eyes. Are we gonna laugh? Are we?
Yes.
and we
Wait
all
for it.
laugh. Yeah.
and
It's
you're
very
like, oh,
funny,
thank
yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't start laughing, I was gonna have to start running. Like
Yeah,
I don't know
But
which
they like
way.
they
Yeah.
give you- they take the
So
piss out of you.
funny.
Like
Mhm.
it's been really funny. Like we had
Yeah.
a really good time.
And so many cats.
Oh yeah.
Avid
And dogs.
cat person.
Mhm.
Yes.
Well, yeah. I mean, they've had a whole history. Like when you go back to the ancient stuff, especially like mummifying the cats and
Oh,
worshiping
yeah.
the cats and stuff. So
I was in paradise. We went on that trip. We went to Egypt and Greece, and those are cat capitals of the world. I would say.
mhm.
I was very happy the whole time. It was great.
But we went back to Greece and we were literally like we were doing like some music stuff along the way too, which was really fun. Like pretty inspiring place to do music stuff. And when we went to Greece, after seeing like Karnak Temple, where there's pillars that are 100 feet tall, made out
Yeah.
of like 3 pieces of giant stone, and then there's a ceiling on top. They built even bigger piece of rock. Like you're like, how do you do
impossible,
this?
Like we
Yeah.
can't achieve this now. Structures. Then you,
you
go
can
to
touch
Greece,
everything. You go to Greece, where like everything's falling apart,
The
small.
Parthenon, we're
we're
like,
"Ah."
oh, what a
Yeah.
shame. Like, what is this shitty little building?
Yeah.
Like,
You don't know how to do anything.
like
I know.
massive piece of history. We're like, I've seen bigger,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, so there's the scale. I mean, there's a road going into Karnak Temple that's I think is like a kilometer long, or maybe 2 kilometers long, and it's every 10 meters there's a statue of a ram. As they brought captives in, you'd walk down this road, and these massive statues, and they get bigger and bigger, and this temple gets bigger. And it's like wow, like so impressive. They had good sense of theater. I can say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Would not be good to be captured.
No
No,
regrets.
no.
No regrets.
that would be like on Lexi's Island, and basically you're just like working away.
Survive now.
Yeah, and just pushing like blocks up there or something.
With that tiger, we'll bring in the tiger.
Long story about Egypt, but highly recommend.
Highly recommend.
Highly recommend. The reason I brought that up, the reason why we brought up the birthdays and the tigers was because You Do You is a new video. It's the new single.
Yeah.
You did a really cool something for the video. You brought a whole bunch of like really cool creative
Brought
people.
my own tigers.
You brought your own tigers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your own zoo, I guess, of just like really cool.
Yeah,
like-
of all my like favorite people, either in or out of the industry. Yeah. So we invited all our friends. Do you know the story behind this video?
No.
I'm gonna tell you the story behind this video.
That's what I'm asking.
So,
I was getting to the question, but yeah.
There's this fan of ours. Her name is Sarah, and she's given me permission to talk about all this. So I go forth with that loving grant. And basically, we met her on our Scott Hellman tour a couple years ago, and she just like she already did her research. Like she knew who I was for some reason going into this, which for us at the time was pretty rare. Still, it wasn't like the kind of thing where when we play, like everybody's like, "Whoa, Featurette!" It's kind of like whoa, that's a new thing. You know what I mean? Like maybe now there's a little bit more like ground that we've covered with respect to that, but it was super new for us. And she knew who I was, and I'd been seeing her talking to us on Twitter and on Instagram. And so I recognized her, and I was like, oh, Sarah from like the internet webs place. And she was like, you know who I am? And like the world exploded, and like she bought my pants that you love, the like pants with the bang hands on.
Oh, those
She's
are
got
great
a pair of
pants.
my leggings. Yeah.
You're not wearing yours today.
You're
What
not
happened?
wearing
No, it's I put on a little bit of winter weight, so it's they're a bit
winter
tight.
weight. Love that. Well, I'll see you in the summer then.
Yeah.
But I'll hold you to it. But
Alright.
yeah, so she like
dear.
has been such a top fan of ours for such a long time now, and she even has her own music blog that's doing really, really well, and she's like really making it in this music industry, and she's only in high school. Like she's absolutely killing it. And she she shared some information with me over the years that was difficult to hear because I've been through it as well. Like she goes through anxiety and bullying in school, and like I went through a lot of the same things and fell into depression and some other things along the way. And when you're in school, you don't even really realize what those things are. They're just these like deep emotional pulls because there's so much going on in your life at that point. So many changes, right? Growing pains. And so
and it feels forever sometimes. You forget like high school is just
Forever.
gonna be a short period of time.
well, you can't know.
You can't escape too. You're
Yeah.
stuck with these people like,
Right.
like an inmate.
And I try to tell her this too, and I've said it before, I'll say it again, that like as soon as you're out of it, like you don't feel that pain anymore. You know, it kind of like goes away and you're like free. But while you're in it, like that's all you know. So anyway, it's cut to, you know, a while later after learning this information, I was literally taking a bath in my house, and out of nowhere, like these words come tumbling down on me from the heavens, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like what is this? Like this is amazing, like melody and all, like I have to get this down. So I like run out of the bath and like fall in a puddle of liquid that I've created, like butt naked, like trying to get my lyric book, because it was like I have to get this, like it's so powerful. And I wrote You Do You like almost word for word, the entire melody, like in one fell swoop, like that day. And I called John over and I was like, yo, like this is the whole thing. Like it's just the whole thing. This is it. I think the only thing we changed was that I had a different like tag on the end of the chorus or something. But anyway, it all came all at once. And then like I realized like the song is her, like it's for her. It was inspired by her. Like it's the character's basically saying like, you know, you've got to make your own breaks. You've got to find yourself for yourself, because you are the one that has your back, and nobody else is going to have it for you. You can't count on that. You know, like hopefully there are people helping you along the way, but at the end of the day, like you are your own best ally here, and you're gonna make your way in this world, and like you're gonna be all the better for it. You're gonna be stronger for it. You know. So I invited all my friends that have been through like, you know, trying or difficult times, or just who are killing it in their respective industries, like yourself. And
Thank you.
And basically we had everybody in, and they brought their thing with them. So you brought a radio, and like I had like a gamer friend bring like a console, and I had a boxer friend bring her gloves, and like these kinds of things, just to show that like, you know, what's me in an object, and like how it changed me as a person to find my thing that I can use as my outlet to become a better version of myself. You know?
Yeah. On the new album, Dream Riot, right? It's 9 songs.
9 songs.
And then
9 dope ass songs.
Sorry, 9 dope ass songs. I apologize.
There you go.
3 of them have the word you in the title, right? Won't Love You, Don't Know Me Without You, You Do You, which we just talked about. And then
total
there's
use.
yeah, and then there's also On My Own and The Blame. So based on what you're saying, is this like a personal album then, or is it like
Totally. I mean, so I've discussed this in interviews before. I'm not sure if we talked about this last time, because I'm not sure that I actually knew the answer to this when we last spoke. But basically, this featurette girl that we've created, she's my like alter ego for these things, right? Because like in my life, like me, Lexi, I am very introverted. I'm like a quiet little cat person that just sits on my computer like typing for a living, basically. Like that's
You missed the plants too. You
oh yes,
forgot
in
about
a
the
room
plants.
full of tropical plants. Yes, I'm a stereotype of myself. It's so sad.
you're basically just sitting around waiting to get to be like 7 years old?
I could,
Yeah,
I could
if you're gonna
yeah.
paint the picture, paint it accurately.
Yeah.
Yes.
So picture this: a room full of tropical plants,
Yeah.
a cat in my lap, and me at a computer just being like quiet all day. There are many days when I don't put on pants. We've had this discussion many times.
We've talked a lot about no
But-
pants. Yeah.
So Featurette
Yeah.
Girl, she's my outlet for like making something that I've always wanted to be, or that's more than myself, or like my platform for sending out a message that I deeply believe in but don't have the courage to say on my own. So I'm figuring out now that I'm like more fusing those two characters. Like even in my personal life, I'm a lot more confident than I used to be, but I still have those moments of like, you know, doubt. Like we all do. Doubt, anxiety, like that stuff is really powerful, and it can last with you. It can last a lifetime. But in the first album we wrote, Crave, to answer your question, like that was the development of a relationship from top to bottom, right? So now we've picked up, and the first song on the album is Won't Love You, right? So she's come out of this relationship and she figured her stuff out. Like she realized in Procession, the last song on that album, that she doesn't need him anymore. And now in this new album, it's just 9 songs, 9 little vignettes or featurettes, if you will, of
Very clever.
Clever
girl.
That's
Yeah.
John, actually. John, that was all John. But 9 songs about how she's grounded in her ways now, and she doesn't need anybody's shit. Like she is all herself. She is here to say her messages on her own. And that's what like a lot of the songs are about. Like we talk about mental health, we talk about climate change, and it's all under the guise of like, if you were to listen to this at face value, it's like, oh, it could be about a relationship, or it could be about a party or something like that. But you know, if you listen a little deeper, like Million Things, for example, is about social media and dealing with like the impacts of social media on mental health and how lonely that world can be. And it's like, it sounds like a happy song, but it's not a happy song.
Yeah.
Which is like what social media is. It looks like it's happy, and sometimes like, you know, like those messages, you can't answer them. Too much anxiety, freaking out. You know what I mean? A lot of people have told me that they go through that too. So those kinds
Yeah,
of
one of
things.
the things that's interesting is you do this for a number of your videos, for the recent videos, right? Where you put a description, what's
the
going
song's
on.
about, yeah.
Like Don't Know Me Without You is about the darkness in all of us that fights with the light. And sometimes it's the force that takes over. But there's beauty in that contrast, and there's power in its silence. And like for White Rabbit, we talked about White Rabbit a little bit. You end it with the Lewis Carroll quote, "How long is forever? Sometimes just 1 second," which is what we were talking about with like high school,
Exactly.
right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
so it's interesting because a lot of like bands and stuff, when they put those videos up, they have a little bit of like tags and stuff like that, and then sometimes credits too. This is who directed it, and that's all you get. But you actually putting this like little blurbs and just kind of prompting the people and like,
Well, yeah, we
think
want
about
people
this,
to,
or like listen.
like here's your inspiration for when you're watching this, you know, because like it is quite abstract. You're like, oh, cool car chase, like weird twist at the end, awesome, Don't Know Me Without You. But like, what even is that about, right? So we're giving you our vision for it, because we were actually talking about this off mic just before this interview started. Like, anybody. Right, John, can have like the song's about what the public opinion of the song is. If people see it and they're like, it's a car chase song, then I
Yeah.
guess it's a car chase song. But you know, here's my blurb on what the inspiration for this was when we were writing the song, and now here's the picture, the featurette that goes along with it, the visual.
Well, I think if you go to an art gallery
Yeah.
and you're looking at a piece of art, you're like, okay, what the hell's going on here? And there's like artist name, date, medium, and there's no explanation. And it's someone, you know, that's like Jackson Pollock, okay, really famous, but why? And it says, well, there's the little blurb after, if the 5th painting has a blurb about what the artist did, and the context of what was happening, when this was done, why it was done. You start to understand a little bit more, like its relevance, right? And I think for us, because Featurette's such a band, we started that we wanted to be not just one-off pop hits, but like go to the club and like, oh, like that guy's hot, that girl's hot. Like, you know, we know that type of very surface.
We're not cool enough for that, man. Got to come up with
just
our
like,
own
like,
thing.
I always never liked band, even though like
Yeah.
I'm not like, as a musician, I'm not necessarily like in love with lyrics over sounds. I love sounds as much as I like lyrics. It's important to, if you're gonna put the effort into it, at least here's what I was thinking about. Whether you have a better idea on what this could be, like that's
and we're
here's what
open to
about.
it too. Like that's the whole point of art, right? But it's like, here's this like poetry to go along with whatever it is you're seeing.
Here's our intention. We weren't doing this
To be
willy nilly. We actually
cool.
put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah. Like you.
I mean, the Porsche, like, to be clear, the Porsche was to be cool.
That was
and
very
it
cool,
Was
yeah.
super cool.
Yeah.
So you gotta also
Oh my
like do
gosh.
that, but
Yeah.
like.
Worst story too. I have a good story about that. Too,
Yeah.
if you wanna
Okay,
into it.
go for it then, since you brought
Wait,
it up.
should you even
So-
say this story on a mic? What if
How
he
much
hears?
time do we have?
It's your story, so go for it. There's no tigers around, so nobody's gonna kick us out.
So there's an app called Turo, and Turo lets you it's kind of how do you explain it? It's like Airbnb for cars.
Yeah.
You have your car, you can like pimp out your car when you're not using it to other
Wait,
people
what
for
if he
cheap.
hears you?
He's gonna love this.
Oh my gosh.
If I couldn't cope with this, if I lose you in the mist, would you call me? Or would you walk free? And if I missed you all the while, would you stop and flash a smile? Would you confront me? Try to love me? 'Cause maybe you're wasted, and maybe I couldn't cope, but baby you're useless, and this time I'm out of rope. Well, I don't even know which way to go. You had me going low, and I can't even choose. Got lies to lose, but I don't know me without you. Don't know me without you. If I chose another path, would you ever take me back? Would you try it or deny it? If we found us back in touch, would that ever be enough for the fighting? We'd be lying. 'Cause maybe you're wasted, and maybe I couldn't cope, but baby you're useless, and this time I'm out of rope. Well, I don't even know which way to go. You had me going low, and I can't even choose. Got lies to lose, but I don't know me without you. Don't know me without you. If our passion never crossed, would we feel the sting of loss? Would it burn us? Would it turn us? Should we never meet again? Would the thought cross now and then? Would we be happy? Or would you hurt me? 'Cause maybe you're wasted, and maybe I couldn't cope, but baby you're useless, and this time I'm out of rope. Well, I don't even know which way to go. You had me going low, and I can't even choose. Got lies to lose, but I don't know me without you. Don't know me without you.
So we get this Porsche, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like Turo has a lot of great cars. It was available. He has a great rating. We get this Porsche, and
We're stoked. It's beautiful.
so I'm picking it up. The
It's
night of-
custom. Like, it's like amazing.
he's got this. Yeah, it's
It's got gold rims.
it is,
Oh.
and also it's automatic because we're going to be filming. And people go, automatic Porsche. Why would you want this?
Like,
But
I
when you
drove those
film-
scenes.
Mhm.
I drove them. Like, I can only do so much, right?
That's the featurette girl going.
Yeah, I can't.
That's not crazy cat
I
lady.
can't
That's
stick
featurette
shift.
girl.
Can I stick shift well enough to drive
Right,
while
yeah.
being filmed? No.
Yeah, in the middle of the night. We'd be,
No.
So the shoot. Here's the plan. The plan is at 6 p.m. We've rented a car park on Yonge Street near Yonge and Charles with a beautiful rooftop that we're gonna oversees a bunch of cityscapes. We have this thing. It's very hard to book. We get it. And from 6 till 1, we're there, and then from 1 till 6 in the morning, We get Commissioner's Road. We can drive up and down Commissioner's Road as much as we want. So we pick
Permitted.
Permitted, right? So
Legal.
we get this guy's car, and Turo, how it works is, why would you ever give someone like me your Porsche, you may ask? Well, Turo lets you take 9 pictures of the vehicle before, document it, uploads it to the cloud, and when you come back, if you screw it up, you pay the damages. Which apparently this guy had this problem. People would rent this Porsche, go out all night, trip off this alarm. If you go over a certain amount, it trips off the alarm. And he
Or
was
if you do like donuts, it'll trip.
yeah, I'll trip it off, right?
Which
So-
is a shame because we fully wanted donut shots in that video.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, what? This is going to be bad because, like I don't know what to expect. We're going to be driving this thing around. We're going to put a camera mount on it, blah, 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 blah. We get it. And like, this is his baby, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he takes, not 9, he uploads 3 times the amount of pictures.
Wow.
I'm like, oh man, like
We
if
are in
we
trouble.
get anything on this Porsche,
Like a speck of dust.
Yeah, no, yeah,
fucked,
screwed.
right?
Yeah.
And he's like
So,
telling me,
so wait for it.
he's telling me all these horror stories. So we're going, and like, I'm literally like polishing this fucking thing all
Yeah.
night. He's got these rags. He's got these special rags
Yeah.
to clean the car just for the car, because different rags can mark the finish.
Of course.
Like it's intense.
that makes sense. Yes.
So
You gotta
fast
polish.
forward to
That's fine.
commissioners.
So we put
Can't
this
even talk
camera.
about
They have
it.
a suction cup camera.
This is a safe space. You can open up
Right.
here.
Yeah,
It's
but
like-
if he hears it,
It's
so,
a suction cup camera
oh my
Yeah.
god.
that suction cups a big. They
Like
use
a
it all the
big
time.
camera.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
got like the best one you can get.
Yeah.
Meant for exotic cars.
Suction cups it to the hood of the car.
So when you're driving,
I
it
know.
doesn't. It's stabilized.
Risk,
Right?
right?
Yeah.
Put it down, and
There are 3 suction cups, I should add.
Oh, I just made it worse.
it makes a ring
Yeah.
A
on the
Big
the,
ring. Yeah, so we take it off. It's not supposed to make a ring. It's used in
I'm like-
commercial things. And we're like,
Oh my god.
I was like, oh.
So
So I'm Googling, like, this is at like 6 in the morning after having shot from 6 at night and been up the whole day before. It's like, and just back on a plane from Vancouver, like we were like messed up. I'm Googling, I'm like, hood of Porsche cost how much to replace? Like shaking, like, so can't tell if I'm
Yeah.
tired or adrenaline or in fear.
Yeah, it's like 7 in the morning. I'm driving.
We're
it
like,
back.
should we flee the country in the Porsche? Like cut our losses?
So what would
Yeah.
you do? What would you do?
the rags are not working at all on the.
No.
Dude, those rags don't do nothing. There's a
Dent.
ring. There's
Yeah.
a ring of the exterior.
So what do you do?
I return it and just completely act stupid. What ring? I don't see anything.
The guy's taking 1,000 pictures of his car.
I mean, and to be fair, you couldn't see it unless you were like down, like at a certain
No, man. I
angle.
do completely stupid. Even with the photos and stuff like that.
Okay,
I did
so
not.
here's
did
what-
not,
No,
did not.
you know.
Here's
I
what
did
we
the
did.
shaggy defense.
So
what
It
happened
wasn't
was-
me. I didn't
Wasn't
see it.
me.
I can't see
So
it. What are you talking about?
What's happened is he's washed the car
Yeah.
so much. He's got the wax treatment. So there's a buildup of wax. And what a dent
John
it
figured
was,
this
the
out.
Wax, the layers of wax
Oh.
had an impression.
But like,
on
how
it.
would you know that? And the answer to how would you know that is John builds drums and deals with said wax.
Oh.
Isn't that
So I
crazy?
have a
So he's
special,
like
buffing
the
Yeah, yeah.
one person
Okay.
who could have had the skill set to figure this out, and then he
I
can't,
buffed,
like,
hand
he
buffed that bloody
hand
thing perfectly.
Yeah.
buffed it on his own at like 7 in the morning after this happened.
Yeah.
Like, how ballsy is that
Yeah.
though, to like go out and be like, I'm gonna fix the hood of this Porsche
I'm like, this
on
is
my own.
This is going to be the most expensive video shoot ever.
Yeah.
If I don't get this
Or
right.
I'm gonna, yeah, exactly.
And
Or I
the
have
worst
to
part of it,
fix
we're so panicked at the
Yeah.
end of the night. We take them the license plates off, put them in the trunk, right? We take them for the shoot, and on the way home, I take the gardener back home.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to the West End, and I'm like flying on the.
He's
it's
like,
traffic. I'm going around.
"Dur-dur-dur-dur."
Like, everyone's kind of looking at me strangely because I forgot to put the license plates back on. It looks like I've jacked this car, and I'm driving.
Driving.
the convertible. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have no license plates on this car.
So you can figure out the waxing, but you can't figure out the license plate thing?
We're so nervous.
That's like
about
so John. He's like a
Yeah.
beautiful mind in
Yeah.
there. You know what I mean? Like the hard stuff, he's like, I got this. And then the easiest, most obvious
Yeah.
thing, he's like, good.
So I returned it. He was like, no one's ever returned it in as nice condition.
And John,
Oh,
has
yeah.
he didn't tell him about the rings.
Well, like,
Yeah.
I
He did not
buffed
tell
your
him
car,
about
man.
the camera hood. He didn't tell him about any of it. So if he hears this one day, you better run. You're
All
gonna
right.
die.
Okay. There you go. But this is the thing, though. All these videos, though, the ones we've been talking about, the visuals are much stronger now. Like, one of the things, too, is as a band, you evolve. You have to figure out how to do songwriting, how to
Yeah.
record in the studio. These kind of things are like learning curves, right? Are you feeling now much more confident in your ability to kind of execute visuals and figure out what it is
Totally.
that you want?
Totally, yeah. I think like
We'll have to
you
give credit to Ian as well.
Of course.
Right?
So
And Mark.
So we worked with like amazing teams this past year. So one of the teams we work with is mostly based around Ian McMillan, who's like an unbelievable DOP, but also like an incredible director. And we actually found him through our friend DW Watterson, and
Also a great film.
also an incredible director. She worked on Bang with us when we were in the desert with Ian, which we probably talked about on our last time we were together, and like randomly shot over 2 days with no prep and zero budget. And it was insane. It's the best 2 days of my life, hands down. But, going forward with Ian now, with him as a director. So he directed Million Things and had a DOP for the camera, like actually like doing the shots with him. And that one was like big crew. Like that was like maybe a 20-person crew in like a house that's not big enough for the rooms to have 20 people in them all the time. But we had like, you know, art department and all the grips and all the lights, and it was crazy, like a real production. And that's because we got factor funding, because we couldn't afford that otherwise. But I actually got to do all the art on that one, which was insane. So I actually had like art help people that I could just like call like art, and they'd like help me with something. But like I built those awesome flower head things, and like built the cat head and like all the little cat masks, and did all the costuming for it, and like the room of daisies. And like Ian and I started storyboarding that stuff together, and it gave me the confidence not only to like make the products, like the physical like things that went into making that video as far as art, but then like further to that, like over the next productions, like White Rabbit, I think we did on a total shoestring budget, like maybe $300 all in, which like Million Things was like
Not
was like
$300.
10K, like a lot more than that. And honestly, like White Rabbit turned out unbelievable, and that's 100% credit to Mark Kosher. Like he did all of it. He directed, I guess, and filmed and like held the cameras and did all the color and actually special effects on it as well. But like, you know, it gave us the confidence to be like, okay, Amazon, I'm going to buy this $8 painter suit, and that's our costume. I'm going to buy this corset.
Etsy, how to make a geometric rabbit head.
How to make a geometric rabbit head on Etsy. Yeah, $6 print, and then like some Bristol board, and then I'm going to throw a corset over this painter suit and make it fashion, and like we're going to paint this shovel handle white and make it match, and like shit like that. Like it's so DIY, but it worked so well. And then we took that to the next level, worked with Ian again on You Do You, which is coming out on Friday with the video, starring you.
There you go.
Yeah, starring Sammy. And
Thank you.
And with that one, like I built this set, which you didn't actually get to see that day. You saw only one of the clouds probably, but there's a room full of clouds that was in the basement of that. And like I wanted the treatment to include, I wrote the whole treatment for this one, which was like my first time doing something like that. And we had like a low-lying fogger, so it looked like we were in a cloud and stuff like this. Like it's really like quite next level as far as like the art coming together with the production, coming together with the look for me. Because like while we were able to execute that in Million Things, because Ian's brilliant, knows how to do that stuff, he was on a shoot the week before, so this was kind of like my baby.
He wasn't able to do
much
yeah.
So he executed it as far as DOP, and like we worked together on the direction. Like I directed all the cameos, which was so fun. Like I'd love to do something like that again. But as far as
well, we should ask you, how was Lexi as a director? You said something
okay, I had fun. I don't know if you had fun,
you said
but I
had
had
pretty
fun.
Funny.
Yes,
Do we have to get into all the dirt, I guess?
What's the dirt? She's bossy. She's bossy.
I said, I came out of the room.
Hey, he's like, you got an hour, and we have like 12 people. Like, hop to it. I was like, okay, sir. Yes, sir.
And then look this way. Laugh now. I'm like, what?
Wait till you see his laugh. It is natural, and it is beautiful.
So,
and he was featured twice.
Thank you. But yeah, no, I came out of it, and I was like, John and I were in craft services basically just by the food table, and I muttered to him like, Lexi's bossy as a director.
Peanut gallery over
Yeah, you
here.
should try working with her, guys.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
So,
I like to get shit done, okay? I don't like to take nobody's shit.
Yeah, so that's I've learned now.
Hey,
so
if it was a man, would you have called him bossy?
Yeah, I would have. Yeah, I was like,
She would have said worse. Probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
But it was cool. It was experience. I think what's neat about this year, just not that it was like the most intentional thing. We didn't know if we could pull it off, but we try to keep things relating to Dream Riot. So we have people without faces. Lexi always says like when she's dreaming, like she doesn't really see the faces of people. So we have a lot of people until this last video, always cloaked in disguises or to make all the videos make sense to what we're doing with the album. And what was nice about You to You is that we finally get to celebrate like
all the faces of the real people.
Yeah.
You know, not these made up characters anymore. It's like these are the humans behind the project that like supported us along the way and made us feel like we could do something.
And it's the last track on the album too, so it's actually probably the only positive song we've ever written. Like, does not like has an underlying like sadness to it.
But you know, I counter that by saying that, like, you know, it comes out of this story, and the inspiration for it is this little girl that has like depression and suffers from bullies and like all these different things, right? So while it is a beautiful and empowering and positive song, like, it was still birthed out of
Pain.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
and I it's funny, John, because you bring up the fact that I was complaining that Lexi was bossy as a director, but it's like the reason I asked that.
Guys.
You weren't the only one.
I'm sure I wasn't.
I was
one.
authoritative.
The reason that's why I asked about the confidence in the visuals, and like you just said, the phrase next level, were like, you clearly knew what it was that you wanted, though, right? Like
That's why I was
more.
bossing you around.
I know. So,
bitch.
yeah. Well, and I was like second take. I was like second take. I'm like, we're doing this one take. I'm like, no, I need like 2 or 3 to kind of get into
You
the.
got to.
Yeah, I got to. But yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So it's like this is part of the confidence and the kind of evolution, right? So like. When I met you guys during the Crave days, the first album, right? We consider it like as babies, right? Where like you just kind of like birthed. And now, where would you put the new album, Dream Riot? Would you like? Are you teenagers now, or
But
a
I
little bit
guess
more?
that depends on like where we're going, right? Like, if the band dies next year, then I guess we're geriatric right now, right? But like, if we like have a awesome decade-long career that follows this, then like, you know, I'd say we're only just getting our legs. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
but I would answer this in terms of the context of what we're working on now, because every band, like it's always hard to hear like from your favorite bands, like, yeah, like you're listening to this awesome album that you're really into, and then like they're kind of like, well, I'm thinking about my next stuff. You're like, next stuff, like what are the stuff you have right now? Like, but you forget that it's taken them a year and a half to like not even write it and produce it, and
Totally.
but get it to the point where we can promote it. They're thinking about the next stuff. Our next thing is like, if we decide to go with it, it's like super different in a great way. And in the story of Featurette, the arc of it, it's again another personal. It could be about something very personal to us.
Tease.
It could be in terms of what your answer to the question. I would say
That's the angsty
we
teenage
have like,
years, for sure.
yeah, the angsty teen. You want angst is about to happen. So
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
we're like.
So right now we're like
about to-
before that.
we're like 12 years old,
I was
yeah.
just gonna say that we're 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're
And when you-
12. We care about how we look.
Tweens.
You know, like we like care about like.
Yeah.
We
certain
don't not
things.
have insecurities, but we also think that we're like super awesome.
Yeah.
I'm 12.
Like when you're in grade 8
Basically.
before you go into grade 9, and
yeah.
you get like
you're
whooped
like,
by
I'm
all
the
the high school
big
kids.
fish.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
like, you're super not. Like,
Yeah.
that's where we are
Yeah.
right now.
That's a cool. There you go. That's nice. And when you're talking about like something a little bit more different for the next album or what you're working on next, are you talking about the sound as well too, or like
Everything,
all of
just
it?
about what we have to talk about. I
It's
think.
like
Really?
radical. It's amazing.
I think we have we have a couple stories to tell. And I think we've been putting off necessarily going at it,
stories,
like
yeah.
going at the story.
It's sensitive subject matter, so we'll probably leave it at that because we don't. It's not even like it's just in conception right now. But if we do get to tell this story, it is everything.
And it might be an EP. It might be just a bunch of singles. Like we have like again, we've written some stuff that like we're really excited about too. But in terms of like we had to say enough's enough with Dream Riot. Like these are the songs.
These are the
like,
songs exactly.
that kind of capture what we were going
Where we
through
are,
the last
yeah.
2 years, and like and then it's like we can't add any more because after song 9, everything we've done since just doesn't
Line up,
conceptually
yeah.
have to do with it, right?
Yeah.
We took another step up somewhere, and it's like different. It doesn't make it better. It's just different.
Yeah,
But
doesn't fit the story.
this is these songs are the songs that are the concept that we're going for right now.
It makes sense because the way you're talking, both of you are talking, like you're very clearly hungry. Like you want to, like you mentioned.
We're very competitive people.
Right.
We're
Like a-
never
like
gonna
a
be
tiger.
happy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
like
a
a
tiger.
tiger, like a tiger in a glass cage
Get a glass cage at a very awesome winter birthday party,
There you go.
on an island in the
possibly on an island.
summer.
But that's the thing, right? Like that's what's kind of inspiring about like the work that you guys do is that like the work you're doing now is really cool and it's really good, but you're also not satisfied either, right?
Never,
You
never satisfied.
yeah. But it's like like John, you were just saying, like you work on these songs and you have to put them out and you have to give the audience a little chance to kind of figure them out and like deal with, like have life with them, right? Which is what music is,
Yeah.
right? Like you can't just
Totally.
keep cranking out all the stuff and just like, hurry up, like
Yeah.
absorb all this, right?
No, it's,
Well, it's hard because it's like someone when people are listening to your album, they're visiting your past self, right? They're going back in time for your experience because you've captured something at a certain point, you've developed it, and then you've moved on. And while you're moving on for the next step, they're catching up on your story. So it's interesting, like that we had a two-year hiatus. Like, why'd you guys only put out 2 singles? Well, we were writing year and a half, whatever it was. It felt like forever. It felt like 55
forever.
years.
It did feel like forever.
What's that quote in the Alice in Wonderland one?
Oh,
1 second sounds like
how long
forever.
is forever? Sometimes just 1
a
second.
Yeah.
It was that.
Yeah, it felt like that. So yeah, it's one of those things that you have to keep. If you don't want to keep expressing yourself, it's time to not do the art anymore. In my opinion, right? I think that's like
There,
you
I
don't
have
put them
an
out because you have to. You
analogy.
put them out because you need to.
I have an analogy. Like we were at a conference for our other job that makes the money to pay for this band, and the thank you factor also for in the summer. And they had this like quote on this whole story on like sharks and how like the licensees, the people who run those businesses, and similarly like the musicians of the world that are trying to, the indie musicians of the world, I would say even more so, that are trying to like fight for their craft. They are sharks because when a shark stops moving, it dies. Did you know that?
Has to keep moving forward.
It
The water has to
moving
pass
forward,
the gills,
for it to like
Wow.
breathe and live. So it's just like if you are in this industry, like you kind of have to be a shark, because if you stop moving, like they forget about you in that 1 second. And
Yeah. Well, especially the way the internet now is too, right? Like you could put out a really good album. Sorry, it's a bad analogy, but you could put out a really good album and it's like a drop in the water because so many
Totally.
other
It
things
is.
have come out and like
sharks,
yeah,
water,
right?
yes.
All of a sudden Beyonce's like surprise album. I'm like, and then
Yeah.
that takes over everything.
Totally, exactly,
true. So
exactly.
Right. So it's really frustrating because it's like sometimes too you don't have like the opposite, which is enough time to let it breathe, right? So
Precisely.
Well, that's why I think that's an advantage. Like we're just talking with our friend Josh. So Josh and Mark worked with us on Crave. Josh was in New York City produced. Josh was in New York City, just moved to Sacramento, and so we can't really work with him. It's too hard to do, right?
yeah.
And he said something very interesting. It's like, last year the music industry actually expanded in terms of total revenue for artists. Like there's more money to be had because of streaming gives more people that necessarily wouldn't get it on the first chance. Like it's like Beyonce shows up and your album didn't do it, but gets it done on the second and third chance of the streaming and people slowly passing it on, adding you to playlists and getting your numbers up. And then robots are determining our fate. Robots go ding, ding, ding. Oh, something's popping its head over here. That must be something that people like. And then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. You'll see people they hit that 10 million play mark and all of a sudden you see them everywhere, right? Because the robots are like, you were amazing. So there's still opportunity, I think. I think now it's good and bad that you get that second chance. Like maybe your first impact isn't so much because there's so much music and so much noise from all these people. But if it's good, theoretically, you have a chance to let it build up. That's why people should like bands.
Pre-save our album.
Well, whatever. Like even just like a band you like, add them to your playlist on Spotify or Apple Music because
it
the
makes
robots
such a big
know,
difference. Yeah.
right? Like I might listen to you on New Music Friday, right? I might hear this band I like, and then once the band's off, right?
Yeah.
You never hear from them again. If you just click add, you giving them a little like shout out. Hey, thanks so much.
Yeah. To
so,
you, it's a click. To them, it's a vote.
yeah, it's interesting. So there's an opportunity.
But the flip side of it, like you mentioned being away for like a year and a half, 2 years, you as artists too, you need that time away from like,
Yeah, away for you. For us, we were in it. We were like in it deep, right? Like we were in the studio working on these things. Like we weren't just like not doing anything. We were writing this album,
that's true.
right? So it's away in the sense that it's like from the public eye.
Right. That's what I mean. Yeah. Because you need to go and kind of have the bubble bath so that you could write lyrics
Yeah,
and
you're right,
do
right.
those
It wasn't
things.
a bubble bath. It was a regular bath. There might have been a bomb.
Oh.
But I
bath
think
bomb.
you're right. Like whereas some people might think, well, you have a job. Like I don't understand why musicians just every Monday to Friday. Why aren't you in the studio for 8 hours? Well, you can't, and you that's a
You have
different
to
type of
pay
music.
for that, yeah.
Well, that's like a music. That's like someone that's like maybe writing for other people to pick up stuff, or trying to write songs in a genre, or trying to write commercial music where it's about catching up to a trend or being relevant, or and that I think that doesn't necessarily lend itself well to thoughtful,
Art.
introspective, trying to craft something, not rushing it.
Yeah, it takes time
Yeah.
to make good art. It really
Yeah.
does.
Especially music, I think.
And
There's
it's
so
all
much to it.
subjective anyway. So at the end of the day, it's like
Yeah. But it's your standard. Like you're not going to release it until you're comfortable or you feel like this is the
This
best
is
we
it.
could do,
Yeah,
right? Like
this is it.
these 9 songs for Dream Riot. These are the best that we could do at this time
Yeah.
with our skills.
This is what we want to show the world right now. Precisely.
And so what is the plan then? What do you want to show the world in 2020?
Well, I mean, again, like I've just recently answered this question on other interviews as well, and it's a difficult thing because while I would love to go like tour Europe in 2020, like I can't say for certain that that's something I'm going to be able to do because as an indie band, like I'm not, it's not my information to know, you know. We sort of sit here until our manager or a potential agent down the road or something is like, hey, like we booked this for you, and then you're like, whoa, we're doing this thing, you know, like go, and then you can tell the world about it. But right now, like, we put it out there, we see what the world thinks, and then we go where the wind blows us. Like I have my plans, right? I at the end of last year, right before the decade flipped, I did a very cheesy, like month by month, like journaling on where the heck I want to see us on what day, basically. And I mean, you know,
Like a dream board kind of thing?
Kind of. I mean, you talk about like putting that stuff out there, and it comes back to you. So you know, I'll let you know. Like we'll see. But like certainly what you know from this conversation is that we are already working on the next thing. So we're never going to go through that year and a half, 2 years again, where it's like, are they still a band? Like I never want that to be a thing again. Cause I think we figured out like our stride more now. And I think the more you do it, the better you get at it. So practice makes perfect, right?
Where can people find you online then to find out if there's tours, shows,
Everywhere.
new music?
We have a website, which is our central hub for everything, and it's very pretty. The photography was done by Jaden of Tinkerbox Creative Media, Inc.
Good shout out.
And
and our friend Gigo.
Gigo Designs did the layout for the website.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful Squarespace website, not brought to you by Squarespace. Sponsor us. And so we have all our shows coming up there because we're like part of that like Bands in Town thing. So you can see everything there. Also, like anywhere that has the Bands in Town pop-ups, like Spotify and stuff, they have their own little like touring, and they list the tour dates there too. But like as soon as we have dates, we will plaster them everywhere. So we're trying to plan something very tentatively right now, potentially for the West Coast. Maybe.
Okay.
But
big show in Toronto for sure.
And we're going to have a release show in Toronto coming up as well, but the date is TBD. But you know, if you've been to one of our shows, you know there will be like extra special somethings. So there will be like lots of surprises, and I got tricks up my sleeve. So
but at Featurette Music's pretty much all of our social stuff, easy to do, and that again, that also matters. Like if you take the time just to click, keep us, you know, we try not to be too annoying, too many posts, but we try to be entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I post some good quality cat content.
You do? Yes.
Content everybody wants to see. Yeah. So
is it difficult, Lexi? Like you mentioned, like the girl, was her name Sarah? Like for You Do You, like you are now in this position of like being a front person, front woman. Like, and I know a lot of other bands too. Like people reach out to them and like I struggle with this, and like people are kind of like you become this therapist.
In you,
right? It's
weird.
She's
on
like
her phone all day.
It can be difficult. There are a lot of people that do confide in me at this time, some more than others. But honestly, I think like if they think that I have advice that's worth hearing, then I'm happy to share it, because if I had that person when I was in high school or when I was in right now in whatever stage of my life, right? Like I needed that. Like I still do need it, right? So I confide in my cat and they confide in me.
Okay.
and that's okay with me, you know? Like obviously like my time and my like bandwidth is finite, but not for them, I guess. Like they know too that like if I can't respond to them right then, I will as soon as I can. Sometimes I'm on the radio and gotta do like podcasts and stuff, right? So,
sorry.
but like outside of that, like it's an ongoing conversation. I think it's never just one like, and this is the solution. Like, and like it's a developing thing at this point. It's a friendship for many of them, and I wouldn't change it.
All right, that's a positive note. We can end it there. Thank you, Lexi. Thank you, John, for coming
Thank
in.
you, Sammy.
Happy birthday, John.
Thanks, man.
Happy birthday, John!
Next year,
Tigers.
Tiger party.
All right, and stay 10 to 12 feet away. Was that the?
Now we have to do that for the show,
never
John.
want to be near them
now we have to
ever.
have a tiger at the show.
No, we do not have to.
Blowing this budget left, right, and center.
I don't want to see them again. I don't even like seeing them at the zoo. I just don't like being near them at all.
John,
All right.
not a tiger person.
No.
But maybe you just bring the cat in, then. That's a compromise.
Oh, my babes. Aw, I should.
There you go. Thank you guys for
Wonderful.
coming in.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, so Dream Riot is out January 17. You Do You, the video as well, is out January 17. And all the information, I'll put the links and stuff so people can kind of see stuff. And then we'll share the wealth too.
And
So,
at Featurette Music everywhere you go.
cool. Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Thanks.
Sammy.
Yo, this is Sammy. I'm just janitoring the joint. Janitoring? Yeah, let's go with that. Thank you so much for Featurette for dropping by. It has been way too long. My life is not the same without you guys. Thank you. The video, as they said, is out. You Do You and Featurette. Plop that into YouTube and it'll come up and you'll see my face and a bunch of other Toronto luminaries. My mom felt that they didn't use me enough in the video, so I probably should get her as my agent. I don't know if I can afford her. Shout out to moms everywhere. And yeah, there's 3 songs that I used in this interview. We kicked it off with You Do You, which as you know, we talked about in the interview. We then followed up with Don't Know Me Without You. I really dig that one. And I'm going to just close it off now with White Rabbit, the infamous White Rabbit. You can follow me on the Twitter, the Instagram, and the Facebook, all at My Pal Sammy. Thank you so much for listening to me in the Netflix world. This is White Rabbit by Featurette.
Even the trees don't want you. Even the wind doesn't pick you up. Even the birds won't take you. Even my storm can't light you up. Well, I don't think we have it. You're not my white rabbit. News for you, the pressure's off. You couldn't kick the habit. Had to go and grab it. I'm up to cut you off. Well, always it's all about you, all about you. This time, no. This time, no. And always you find your way through, find your way through. And this time you don't, this time you don't. Even the leaves won't catch you. Even the stream doesn't sweep you up. Even the bees can't hurt you. Even the falls can't shore this up. Well, I don't think we have it. You're not my white rabbit. News for you, the pressure's up.